2019, we spent the year building out our schoolie. After the build was done, we sold our house and traveled for a full year. Following that year of travel, we started to crave building again and getting something 4x4.
Okay, we're gonna get started on doing this front bumper here. I store a bunch of like maintenance stuff up here. It's a good spot. So you can see there's a winch up here already that came with the van, which I'm happy about. This winch was in the ads, and I was worried the guy was going to take it off. He posted once before that was stuff on there, and then he did another post and he took some stuff off of it. So I was hoping this was on there, and it is. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and unbolt the winch here. 4 bolts underneath. So this winch, it does work, wired up. So what I might do here is find the wires, unwire it, then I'll just unbolt the whole bumper and then pull off the winch. That'd probably be easiest. Oh, actually did a decent job wiring then. Okay, it looks like just a 12 mil. If you don't have an electric ratchet already, go get one. They are amazing. There's no point in even having a regular ratchet. Now I need an Allen key of some sort. So one of these days, I might be relocating this battery over here so I could put a air filter in. But we'll see, because I have a lot of other things I'm trying to cram under this. So we got the wires off. Okay, so that's loose. So I'm gonna stand out the way in case it falls. So I'm just leaning into the bumper right now. There we go. Woo! It's a heavy winch. So I've said this in the past, I like to always put the bolts right back in place. That way, if I ever am looking for them, I know exactly where they are. So this is able to move left, right, up, and down. So the frame is slotted vertically, and then these plates are slotted horizontally, which is cool because that means you have so much movability with these pieces. So what I'm gonna do, like the last one, is I'll go ahead and actually just center these. Basically like an X, you're just gonna center it in the X. That way you can move it up halfway, down halfway, left, right halfway. A little easier if I need to adjust it in any way. So because this front end is swapped, and it's not very secure, as you can see, this grill is moving all around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure off. This headlight and the other headlight are pretty in line with the bumpers, so I'm gonna go ahead and measure out. So, finding center. So, it looks like 52 is our magic number. I mean, it should be in line here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go like this. Go 31. So we got center there. And I got center on this bumper here. So you can see this thing is so thick. And it's hilarious. It was just shipped like this. I didn't have to, it wasn't in a box or anything. Oh no. Oh, this front end might be pushed out a little. Looks like I'm gonna have to make custom plates for this because this front end. I think what I'm gonna do is hold it out.
Where do you need me to measure, babe?
I need you to measure from here to this plate, okay?
It's at like 10. You're wavering it a little bit, but 10. Go, baby, go!
Okay, So I got the original bumper here. So this is 1/4-inch plate, and because we have a 1995 frame but a 2010 front end, it's not working. The front end is much more pushed out, rounded than the 95. So what I'm doing is remaking the frame mounts essentially. What I'm gonna do is grab a couple measurements and I'm gonna lay it out on here, because I'm just gonna cut off right off this front end here, and then I will cut it out with a grinder and then weld it up essentially. So I'm gonna go 9 3/4. So this is like a silver pencil, 9 3/4, and then it's gonna start at one dimension and then go out to a different, well, end to a different. One of these sides is gonna start at this dimension and then end at this dimension. This top seems pretty square, which is nice, so I'll use that. Okay, so basically that's how I'm making it. So this plate here is gonna be that one. So I'll go ahead and clamp these together and then grind down all the corners and make them match exactly. Before I do that, I have 2 of these to make here, but they need to be long too. Boom. The bumper was bent, so I'm going to bend it back. So I can knock these plates off here. These are the plates that came with it, but they are too short. They go this direction. And I cut out these plates that go this, like this. And so now I'm gonna weld that on. Now, I'm actually gonna just weld the outside seam here so you can see what I meant by that spacing. Need to trim this down. This plate's a little too long compared to this one, which won't be an issue. So one thing I just noticed, this and this are square, but this tilts up the top, where I made the top flat. Run into an issue. I have a feeling this is gonna need a kick up, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. I can just trim that and trim that, but I wish I would have noticed that. Oh well. That actually seems like it fits perfect. You ready?
Yeah.
So I just want to hold it up, see if these here line up in here real well. Does this spacing look good? Do you like that?
Yeah. But this doesn't line up. That spacing. Yeah, just the way
Just
you're
round over
holding
those
it.
corners a bit. Do you want to tack weld or do you want to hold it up?
Probably hold it up. How heavy is this motherfucker?
Not even close to what you used to bench.
I don't know about what I used to bench.
Or squat. I don't know what you squat now. Alright, we got our first piece on. Now we're going to work on these 2 sides here. Now I'm going to go ahead and bevel these edges, or chamfer, which is basically, if you have a square like this, you're going to just cut a 45 into it, or roughly that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to here as well as here. And these bumpers are these pieces. And then I will hold it up and then just tack it on. Doesn't it look so sweet? Put that on.
Oh, yeah.
And then once we get the...
Yeah.
That's gonna look so good. I'm very excited. Yeah, you can solve one thing without the rest.
wire.
So I'm gonna go take this tube, set it on a flat surface. It has a bend in it. So slide on a flat surface to keep it from twisting, and then I can find the dead top just with the square. Mark the top, and then I can find the top here, and that way I can get it to orientate correctly. Here's our flat surface. I like this material. It's thick. I think this is 120 wall, which is nice. And then it's already deburred and chamfered, which is sweet. So this is 1.5 inches, so that means 3/4 center. Beautiful.